Okay, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can tackle a relational database management system practical test, a practical test. So, in this example, you have been given, you have been asked to answer all questions, and each query you implement or write, save it on a notepad file. So every query that you'll be writing, you're supposed to save it on a notepad file. Yeah. Then the questions are here. We have question 1, A and B, A, B, C, D, E. These are the questions. This is a continuation of B. Okay, so without wasting time, let us answer this. You're being told to create a database and name it eBuzz. Create a database and name it eBuzz. So I will go to MySQL, go into DBMS system server. So there I will show databases. I don't have any database that is eBiz, so I wanted just to confirm that. So what you need to do is create a database and name it eBuzz. eBuzz, that's the name. eBusiness, yeah? It's an eBusiness. So here on MySQL, you will have to type create database eBiz. You terminate, press enter. So if you show databases, you realize that we have eBuzz which has been created. So we have to use, for us to enter into the database, eBuzz, e_biz, eBiz. So we are inside the database. Let me increase the font size for this. It's 24, I think that's okay. Yeah, let's just use that, that's okay. So the next question will be, in the database, create 2 tables, yeah, which is 8 marks, yeah? And create 2 tables with a relationship of 1 to many, which is customer to package. So the relationship is 1 to many, 1 in the customer side, many in the package side, which means that one customer can buy several packages. Okay, maybe they want to buy Colgate, they want to buy a TV set, or you know, when you go to a shopping center at once, you just most of the customers, they buy. The assumption here is that the customer is buying many, is making many packages, is making an order of many packages to be supplied to them. So the attributes for each table are shown below. So we have the table customer and the table package with the attributes and the data types explained. So the question is, in the database, create 2 tables with a relationship of 1 to many, which is customer to package. So we shall start, that means the primary key in customer table will be a foreign key here. It has not been indicated. So you just need to use common sense, because the relationship is 1 to many. That means 1 on customer, many to package. So that means the primary key in customer has to be the foreign key in package table. So without wasting time, let's go ahead and implement this. To save time, I had already written that query. That is for creating the tables. We have this one where create table customer with all the data types. So let me go through the data types very fast. The customer ID should have 6 characters. String, that means it should be either a character or a voucher. It should be the primary key and not null. First name 3 characters. Voucher, because it's a string. Last name 10 characters. String. Birth date, it's a date. City 15 characters, a string, that's voucher. Phone number 13 characters, a string, that's voucher. So to implement all this, you just have to put it like this. Create table customer. You open the bracket. Customer ID, voucher 6, primary key, not null. First name, voucher 3 characters, according to the instructions, remember. Last name, voucher 10 characters. Birth date, it's a date. City, voucher 15 characters. Phone number, voucher 13 characters. Then you don't forget to close the bracket and terminate the query. So without wasting time, let me copy that and paste it on the other side and execute that. So our query has been executed successfully. We can show tables to see, show tables. It shows that our table customer has been created. We can describe it, describe customer, so that we are able to see the descriptions for this table. Yeah, we declared customer ID, voucher 6, primary key, and these are the other attributes for this table customer. So the next table will be package. Yeah, package. As I told you, customer ID will be foreign key here because the relationship is 1 to many. So you read the instructions here. We have been told monthly payment, 7-digit, 2 decimal place, what? So this is how you implement that particular table package. You create table package, open the bracket, pack ID, voucher, primary key, not null, speed, voucher 10, start date, it's a date, monthly payment, decimal 7 characters and 2 decimal places, close the bracket. Then customer ID, which is voucher, 6 characters, not null. Then lastly, we need to declare this customer ID, which we have described here as the foreign key. So this is how you describe it as foreign key, as simple as this. Foreign key, we are saying foreign key in this table will be customer ID here, which is references customer table, the column customer ID, which is the primary key on the other side. So this is how you implement foreign keys. So we will run this query on the other side. You realize that it has been executed successfully. Show tables. You see now we have the 2 tables. We can go ahead and confirm that our primary key was implemented and foreign key were implemented successfully by describing the table package. Yeah, we describe the table package. Actually this describe, actually you are supposed to write it in full. For me, I'm using shortcut. You just type describe package in full. That's the right way to do it, but most people use shortcuts so that to save time. So you find that on this table package, we do have primary key, which is pack ID, as our primary key. Then customer ID as our foreign key, MUL. So if you don't see that, that means you have not implemented foreign key successfully. So you need to go back and ensure you troubleshoot that and write the query correctly. Then let's check our next instruction. Our next instruction is insert 5 records to each table created above. So inserting data is simple. we have here insert into customer table, customer table. The values are as below. When inserting the values, actually, let me first describe table customer. Describe customer so that you see the things that you're supposed to put into consideration. For example, the customer ID, 6 characters. Okay, if you look at my implementation here, inserting values, the customer ID has 6 characters. If you go beyond that, that means you'll not be able to input this data into the table. Then if you look again at first name, the character is 3. Yeah, and that's why here I'm inserting first name as names with 3 characters, all of them. Because if I put more, the system will not accept that type of data, because MySQL here is controlling. You put a constraint here that whatever data is being inputted on this column should not be more than 3 characters. Okay, these are some of the things that you need to put into consideration. Then we have, for example, the birth date. The data type is date. So the format for inserting date is normally you start with the year, then the month, then the day. Okay, so that's the format. So let me insert into customer values. Let me insert this. I paste there. It has been executed successfully. So to see this data inside the table customer, we select all, that is select star from customer table, customer, and you see that our data was inserted successfully into our table. So the next thing that we have inserted data, the question was insert 5 records to each table created above. So we need to insert data into package table. So this is the data. I already did it so that to save time. Let me first describe that table package. Describe package table package. You see our pack ID is 5 characters, and that's why I'm using 5 characters here, not more than 5. Our speed should be not more than that. Here monthly payment, I'm putting 7,2 decimal. That means decimal means we are dealing with a number, and it should not be more than 7 characters, and it should be in 2 decimal places. I think we will see this effect after we insert the data, whereby the column, all values in monthly payment will be in 2 decimal places. Then we have the foreign key. If you realize the foreign key, it's customer ID, and the format of customer ID is here. Yeah, and here also in inserting data, I'm using the same values, but they are not in order, because customers buy, they don't buy in order, like that if you're customer number 1, you have to be the first one to buy. No, you have first come, first served. So like here, we see customer 3 was the first to make an order of a package, then customer 5, then customer 1, then customer 2, then lastly was customer 4. So you have to follow that same format of the foreign key with the primary key on the other table. They have to match. So let me insert into this. Let me insert this. That one, we have inserted the 5 rows. To confirm, select star from package, right? From package. Yes, our data has been inserted successfully with a nicely format. And if you not on monthly payment, as I told you. I was inserting just values 3,500, but because we said it should be in 2 decimal places, you find that it's 3,500.00. Yeah, because we say that it should be in 2 decimal places. So we have inserted that into our 2 tables successfully. We go to the next question, where you're being asked, update the last record in customer by changing the first name and phone number at the same time. Okay, at the same time. 4 marks. Yeah, these are easy marks. So here, to implement this, you first go to that table and display the data. Select star from customer table. Yeah, so that you display the data, and you read the question to understand. Update the last record. The last record here is customer 005, and you're being told to by changing the first name and phone number. So we need to change this first name, which is Rose, and phone number, which is this one, to something else. So to implement that, you simply use this, where you update customer table, then you set the new values. You have to be creative and put new values, where first name we are giving C's, then the phone number we are giving 072000, where customer ID equals to customer 005, because the question says update the last record in the table, and in our table the last record is customer 005. So let us run this query and see what will be our results. Okay, it has been executed successfully. We select star from customer. You see now we are having a change. We are having a change from Rose to C's. Yeah, from this phone number to this phone number. That's the change there. So that means we have updated these 2 values in our table at the same time. Then the next question will be add a new column and call it minimum price. After, it should be, this column minimum price should be after start date column, and this minimum price should be 2 decimal place and accept 10 digits on package table. Yeah, so you go to package table. Actually, let us just display the data to understand the layout. Select star from package. We are being told to add a column after start date. So after start date, here is start date. So after start date, so in between start date and monthly payment, we should have the column. Minimum price, and this minimum price column should accept 10 digits and in 2 decimal place. So to implement that, this is how you do it. You alter table package, add column minimum price, decimal place, it should accept 10 characters and 2 decimal places, and it should be after start date column. So this is how you do it. Copy that. Let me paste it to save time. It has been executed successfully. We can see the table to see if there is any changes. Yeah, we see minimum price has been inserted in between after start date. So that's how you do it. To look at the constraint for this column, you can describe the table, describe package, and you realize that if you go to minimum price, we said it should be decimal, 10 characters and into 2 decimal places. So we have implemented that successfully. We go to next. Lastly, this is the last question where we're being asked, on the customer table, select specific records. Underline the word records. It's in plural. So it should be more than one record, not one. Yeah, records. Plural. Using birth date field. So you're supposed to use birth date to select several records in that particular table. So you need to be creative when you are given such a question. Okay, so first of all, let us go to this table, customer, and see the data to study it. Select star from a customer. So we are supposed to use this column to select multiple records because the question says records. Yeah, if you look at here, on customer table, select specific records using the birth date field. So if I look at my table customer under the birth date field, I have two people here who are born past 2000. So I need to select them only and leave alone these others who were born 1999 and below. I want those who were born after 2000 and beyond. So the query will be something like this. Something like this, where you select star from customer where birth date is greater or equals to 2000, date 1, month 1, date 1. Okay, so let us implement that and see what it will give us. So it has brought all customers that were born 2000 and beyond. Okay, so we have selected multiple. Actually, if I go back here, I can change this and say not even equal. We remove equal. We say those who are born less than 2000 and that, so that we get the others. So you can select all these. Then you paste, you do that change. You see it brings the other records, 3 records that were born before 2000. So that's how you use birth date to select records, records in a particular table. So doing these things, you need to be creative. Okay, you don't have to be given everything for you to be able to do something. You need to be creative in determining. Like here, we knew from the word one to many, customer to package, we knew that the assumption being made here is that one customer can make an order of several packages. So the relationship is one to many, and in this case, that means customer ID has to be a foreign key to where it is many, which is in the package table. So some of the things you must have the understanding for you to be able to implement them. And that's the end of this simple test of answering some questions in a relational database management system practical tests. I hope you understood. All the best.